Okay, so today is Saturday, my favorite day of the week. No particular reason, I guess less pressure to work. Adult Swim's anime block is on tonight, Pogies. One of the few mecha animes that isn't a piece of shit. First off, just a little update. Remember that eBay auction concerning that Super Nintendo bundle? I promise this is the last time I'm ever going to talk about it. It's actually been settled. Basically, I sent the item, and pretty much 24 hours after the buyer left positive feedback, I got the money from PayPal, all $302. Yay! I have not decided what to do with that money yet. I was thinking of buying some new clothes, actually. It's been a while since I've updated my wardrobe. I've actually been wearing some of my clothes since middle school. I think a few things could use replacing. You know what? I feel like I've fallen in love with my Wii all over again, my Nintendo Wii. The Wii really gets a bad rap, especially within the last year or so. Hardcore gamers really hate the Wii. They consider it the antichrist, the gaming industry. They release a lot of shovelware for it, a lot of minigame collections, and the quote-unquote hardcore gamers feel left out. Of course, nobody really can define what a hardcore gamer is exactly. It's just the kind of term that's thrown out there. So, a couple of months ago, I stumbled upon this particular channel for the Wii called the Homebrew Channel. This channel, if you look on Nintendo's website, you will not find it. It's actually an unauthorized channel that was created by hackers. And it basically allows you to run user-created software and programs on your Wii. Stuff like ROMs. There's all kinds of programs. There's a program that lets you play DVDs on your Wii, which it wasn't actually built for. The whole process of installing this Homebrew channel, it's kind of complicated. I could not explain it in full detail in this video without intense preparation. Long story short, there's one particular application called the Visual Boy Advance GX, and it basically, as you might guess from the title, it lets you play Game Boy Advance games on your Wii, which is really cool. Oh yeah, and just a little disclaimer, I do not endorse piracy. You should definitely buy games when you can. Only use ROMs if you already own the game. That's the only time it's legal, I believe. Nobody call any SWAT team to break down my door or anything like that. I just cleaned up my room. So the reason why I was ecstatic when I learned that there was a program that was usable on the Homebrew channel that lets you play Game Boy Advance games on your Wii was because I recently downloaded the English version of Mother 3, also known as Earthbound 2. Fantastic game, by the way. You should definitely play it as soon as you can. Hands down, best game for the Game Boy Advance. I do consider it the best RPG of all time, tied with Earthbound and Final Fantasy IV. This ROM has actually been available online for years. The game came out like either 2005 or 2006, I forget offhand. But it was only in Japanese. I don't read Japanese. Most people outside of Japan don't read Japanese. So finally they released this English patch like in August. It looks beautiful on my TV. There's a few glitches in the sound, but it's not a big deal. I would like to discuss the whole concept of piracy just for a moment. It's no secret that there are hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of ROMs all over the internet for all different kinds of consoles. Lots of people play them. Not a lot of people talk about them because they are illegal unless you own the game, a hard copy of the game. There's been a lot of debate about whether it's right to use ROMs. Personally, if you download a ROM of a game that just came out, I think that's one thing. But when it comes to downloading ROMs of games like for the Super Nintendo, the N64, games that have not been on the store shelves for 10 to 15 years, the morality, so to speak, of that is debatable. I mean, the big argument against ROMs, the biggest argument against downloading anything for free is that you're robbing the company that made that program of a profit. But if you're talking about games that haven't been sold in any store in 10 to 15 years, if you download that game for free, you're not robbing the company that made it of any profit because it's not being sold anymore. That's just my personal take on the issue of ROMs. So anyway, that's all I can think of worth saying for now. Until next time. Code Geass. I meant to say Code Geass. I'm sorry, anime otakus. That was gay.